Hello again. Welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. Today is a big day at Fairgrounds Park. LeCompte Stakes plus Louisiana. And Pick 5 videos are out for that. Give them a look. Uh, Next week is obviously the big day at Gulfstream Park, Pegasus World Cup Invitational. I already have the preview video out for the main event for that, the 9 furlong dirt. Today is the preview of the turf. So this is going to be open to 4-year-olds and up. And don't forget that we have horses such as Kentucky Derby winner Mystik Dan and the 2023 Breeders' Cup Classic winner White Abarrio in that dirt race. So also Philly Mare Turf and other stakes. I'll have videos on those as well. But this race today is going to be the turf. We'll go through the 12 invitees, give a few early looks before we get into like post draw and past performances are not released yet. So still need to do more deep diving, obviously, into that. But as always, Billy Ho Sports, 100% free to subscribe to. So go ahead and do that. It doesn't cost, obviously. New this year, I'm turning on the like button for everybody to use. So you can click on that and then you can share with your friends on social media. So, like I said, entries aren't official, but I did want to inform you on the dirt. Skinner turned down the nomination, and Newgrange from the Bob Baffert barn has the ticket now. So this is going to be the $1 million Pegasus World Cup turf. And I don't know if Gulfstream is going to do like the $3 pick three wager for the turf races. They did it a month or so ago for the preview, so maybe they will be on the lookout for that. I'll have more confirmation on that once we get more information. But I thought that the amazing Warm Heart, the mare, was going to return to defend her title, but nope, don't see her there. Johannes sidelined due to a bone bruise sustained last month in the San Gabriel. That's disappointing, but we still have some great contenders to go over. We'll start with probably the best in the field, top choice, 5-year-old Nation's Pride, multiple grade one winner, Saratoga Derby, Canadian. Been off since he disappointed in the Bahrain, finishing 10th, but he finished 7th in the 2023 edition. It is a goofy Kentucky Downs-esque looking track where it looks like more of a triangle, and they do run the counter-clockwise direction. So, or clockwise, I suppose. But anyway, they trainer Charlie Appleby looking to start a streak of his own here. Uh, the two top trainers with the most wins recently are Todd Pletcher and Mike Maker, each with 2 in the last several years. So another one, up and comer, Formidable Man, polished off his 3-year-old season with 2 straight at Del Mar. He had wins in the grade 2 Del Mar Derby and then the big grade 1 Hollywood Derby. Big win. He's come a long way since rounding out a $1,300 exacta with trickery on Derby Day. I remember that because I didn't have it. But anyway, next up is Todd Pletcher's Grand Sonata, one of 2 entries he has. Capable horse, can compete, 50% in the money rate in his career. Grade 2, Fort Lauderdale. Inside driving, just didn't get enough. His stablemate, Major Dude, win for the money. Both passed him up. Major Dude won that race. So that brings me to the next one. One I like a lot is Integration. Was actually the favorite in this race last year. Got beat, finished 5th, but he's a beast. He showed that in the Red Smith grade 2 most recently. I think it was in the fall, November. It is deceiving when I say most recently. It is technically so, but he's been on a layoff as most horses have been since the fall of last year. Then you go back to previous to that, the Arlington Million. Kendrick Carmouche was in the saddle there. He tried to dip inside for some reason, and then redirected, but it cost him. nothing but second place anyway. He wasn't beating Nation's Pride in that one. Flavian Pratt got the mount in that Red Smith. I think no knock on Kendrick Carmouche, but Flavian Pratt's obviously just about the best in the world or best in the country right now, riding either dirt or turf. It doesn't matter. He's just he's just such a gamer, tactician. So I would rather have him on the horse than Kendrick. Just my preference. Another one that's interesting up and comer, me hermano Ramon. Impressive run in the Grade Two San Gabriel, competing with that 1-5 favorite Johannes. Had a perfect stalking trip by Luis Saez. Took the lead into the stretch, but did get outdueled by that number one ranked turf horse per DRF. Uh, he also, previous to that, defeated Redistricting, which is pretty good top turfer in the Grade Two Seabiscuit. So solid resume by Ramon. Next up, win for the money. Well traveled 5-year-old Mark Cassie's Barn. Brilliant ride by Patrick Husbands in the Woodbine Mile. He upset a very strong turfer Naval Power in that one. So he's capable of doing it. The Breeders' Cup Turf Mile was a complete bust. So I just draw a line through that one. He returned to where he broke his maiden, which is Gulfstream Park, where this will be. Ran third in the Fort Lauderdale, so pretty good effort there. Had the lead in the stretch, but could not hold off Major Dude. And then Fort Washington passed him. So, speaking of Major Dude is here for Todd Pletcher. And he took a look at the Kentucky Derby Trail a couple years ago. Finished because he hit the all-weather track, ran in the Derby Prep, the Jeff Ruby, finished second distantly behind two fills, but still a good race on the all-weather. Then went back to the turf on Derby Day, third place finish there. So 2 wins and a second at Gulfstream Park on the turf for Major Dude. Should be a competitor, I would say. Battle of Normandy, very sharp looking race in the Grade 3 River City at Churchill last fall. Luan Mikado was really holding him back from the half to the 3/4 pole. He was really wanting to launch, but then once they hit the stretch and he let him loose, he closed it out well. So now on a 4-race winning streak, Battle of Normandy is probably going to have some steam coming in to this week. Another one is a front runner from Mark Cassie, Get Smoking. Some kind of injury or setback in 2023, was supposed to go to the Breeders' Cup Turf, but had to scratch out and then held off till all the way into the summer for an 8.5 furlong trip around Woodbine's all-weather track, which set him up to go wire to wire in the UN Stakes at Monmouth. Big win for him. Just took the lead, held the lead, pushed the lead, did it all on the front end, and then just had enough juice in the tank to hold off all the cavalry coming at the end to get the victory. But a win's a win. So all out effort, and it took him some time to get it right again. The next 2 races he struggled very much, but then got back into the winner's circle. Running in the Valedictory Stakes at Woodbine, guess what? On the all-weather track. So why not go back to what works, right? So they set him up last month for the all-weather race. Now he's going to Gulfstream, back on the turf, hopefully getting that all-weather to turf magic going again. Now, another interesting one that I'm just finding out more about now is Balikoff. 6-year-old gelding from Philip D'Amato. 30 career starts, 22 of them in the U.S. Lots of quality finishes in graded stakes. Won the dinner party at Pimlico. Almost broke through for the Hollywood Cup win at Del Mar, outlasted by Truly Quality. So that one's one I'll look into deeper coming next week. Another one is trained by Mike Maker, Chasing the Crown. Still looking for the breakthrough stakes win, I think. Spent his early years in the OC Allowance Company. Good results there. did make a big impression at Churchill Downs in June. The Arlington Stakes, June 1st, closed within a length of Autumn and Fleet, then ran them back in the Wise Dan going against Autumn Fleet, second place again, not quite as close as the first time around. But Autumn and Fleet is a very, very, very top level turf horse, so no shame in that. He most recently closed his 2024 out with an allowance victory at Churchill Downs in November, defeating Wadsworth, who I believe will be running today in Louisiana, or will be running today at Fairgrounds. Sorry. Now, another one, we're starting to get into the Chad Brown realm here. Haven't heard much from Chad Brown recently. Running Bee, who he trains, remarkable 22% win rate for graded stakes in 2024 for Chad Brown, by the way, on the turf. B is a 7-time winner on the turf himself by the Great English Channel. FYI, English Channel progeny, not very good in the turf. 0 for 6, I do believe. So stick that in your trends cap. Grade 3 Monmouth Stakes won over the summer. He's really going to have to step up to compete here. So probably going to be 0 for 7 for the English Channel kids. Spirit of St. Louis is also trained by Chad Brown, racked up 5 straight wins versus state breds this year. 5th in the Coolmore Turf Mile at Keeneland. Another one bucking for promotion. But that's your field of 12. The last couple, it's disappointing. You'd think Chad Brown would have a bigger contingency competing here, but really just 2 of the like 11 and 12th ranked horses almost in this race. But barring any defections, scratches, or whatever, that's your 12 for the World Cup turf. My first leans, obviously, Nation's Pride, Formidable Man are both very good. Nation's Pride is probably your early favorite morning line. I like Integration to compete on equal footing. I think Integration is in for a big year. So I'm going to take my early lean on Integration for the win. I also like Chasing the Crown as a value play. Those are just kind of my first leans right away. Major Dude, there's a few other ones I want to look into. Bounikoff, obviously. But once post positions are drawn and odds are out, past performances are out, we can deep dive, and I'll have a video on all the handicapping as far as that goes. So be on the lookout for all kinds of great racing next week. Check out the grade 3s, Louisiana and Lecomte today at Fairgrounds. Give my videos a look before you do your handicapping. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.